Hi Year 6, it's Mrs. Kamar here, just going to go through the PowerPoint for geography today, and what you're going to be looking at is identifying similarities and differences between the tropics and the UK. So that is your I know for today's lesson. You will need access to the internet to do some research, and what you have to do really is get onto the Google search engine and just type in the questions that you want to ask. Or use the Chromebooks if you are in school. So where are the tropics? The Tropic of Cancer, or the Northern Tropic, is the circle of latitude on the Earth that marks the most northerly position at which the Sun can be directly overhead. It currently lies around 23.4 degrees north of the equator, and from the diagram there you can see that it is labelled as the Tropic of Cancer. Okay, so the line of latitude, which is an invisible line around Earth, and it is labelled there clearly for you to see just above the equator, which runs through the centre. The Tropic of Capricorn, or Southern Tropic, marks the most southerly latitude on the Earth at which the Sun can be directly overhead. It currently lies around 23.4 degrees south of the equator. So what is it like in the tropics? Between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, the weather is hot all year round. Rainfall can be very varied in tropical locations, and some areas have very little rain, some have a rainy season, and some have fairly consistent rainfall throughout the year. Rainforests have an average monthly rainfall of at least 60 millimetres. So you can click on each habitat to find out more. So you can read through those ones. Let's have a look at tropical rainforests. Tropical rainforests are located in South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. These areas are constantly warm and experience an average precipitation of at least 60 millimetres every month. Precipitation just means the water that falls from the sky as rain, sleet, snow, or hail. There is no dry season in these forests. Due to this climate, the tropical rainforests are lush and full of life. The world's tropical rainforests are home to over 15 million species of plants and animals. Look carefully and you might spot the breathtaking blue morpho butterfly, or the scarlet macaw fluttering through the trees, or even the brown-throated three-toed sloth hanging around in the canopy. Tropical coniferous rainforests are mostly found in North and Central America, but there are some in Asia. They take their name from the huge range of conifer trees that grow in these areas. Conifers are trees that grow cones, such as pine trees and Douglas firs. Temperatures in tropical coniferous forests are usually steady throughout the year, and precipitation levels are low. These forests are home to many birds and butterflies that have left cooler climates to spend the winter months here, so they migrate. The trees overhead provide a heavy canopy or cover, which means that it is dark on the forest floor. Many fungi and ferns grow here. Tropical dry forests. Tropical dry forests grow in many locations around the world, including southern Mexico, central Brazil, and along the coasts of Ecuador and Peru, Southeast Asia, and in India. These forests, like tropical rainforests, are warm all year round and can receive several thousands of millimetres of rainfall each year. However, unlike tropical rainforests, tropical dry forests also experience long dry seasons. Most of the trees in these forests are deciduous. This means that in the dry season their leaves die and drop off, allowing them to conserve their water supply. Animals that are found in these areas include monkeys, parrots, deer, and large cats. Tropical grasslands. Tropical grasslands are sometimes referred to as savannas. They are huge areas that are almost completely covered by grasses. They grow between tropical forests, mountains, and deserts. Tropical grasslands are found in Africa, Asia, India, and Australia. Although they are hot and generally dry, Tropical grasslands can receive between 900 millimeters and 1,500 millimeters of rain per year. However, the dry season lasts for up to 9 months of the year, and because of this, few trees and shrubs can grow in tropical grasslands. Despite these conditions, many wild animals survive there. For example, in the savannas of Africa, elephants, giraffes, zebras, and wildebeest thrive on their diet of grasses, while in Australia, emus live off the grasslands. So in this lesson today, what we're going to really be focusing on is comparing the difference between the UK and the tropics, and we're really generally looking at the weather. Now, we have previously discussed how the climate is much more than just the weather, so we're not just focusing on climate as such, but we're really going to unpick what the weather is like in the UK and what it is like in the tropics. So I want you to spend some time having a look at a weather report, because in this lesson today you're going to be producing a weather report for a country in the tropics, and if you have time for an area here in the UK as well. So please do click on and have a look to see how the weather reporter reports the weather, because you will be producing your own weather report. You will be filming each other, and hopefully we're going to have you're going to have a great time writing your report. To start off with then, as a starter, you're going to choose a country in the tropics. So if you click on the link, you will have a list of countries on the link. Then what you can do is use the internet to find out where this country is on the map in the tropics, and please label it so that you are familiar with where it is in the world. Okay, so before you do anything else, you need to think about which part of the UK you're going to report from, and then obviously you've got to choose an area in the tropics also. And there are a list of questions here that you need to find the answers to using the internet, so that you can produce a script for your report. In your learning pack, you will have Waggle scripts ready for you. You can either use the one that's already been prepared with some gaps for you to fill in with your own ideas, or you can write your own report. Please do be as entertaining as you can be, but at the same time, remember the purpose of your report is to inform people of the weather. So you've still got to be very sensible, but enjoy yourselves at the same time. So now you'll be ready to create your script for your weather report for the chosen country or in the tropics, and for the area in the United Kingdom. It might be Keighley, it might not be, but do have fun filming and performing.